Welcome. We are live, beautiful ones. I am Abiola Abrams, and I am so excited that you are here with me today. Yay! Welcome, everybody. Hello, Goddess Justine. Hello, Goddess Mary. Hello, Goddess Maria. Hello, Goddess Theomia. Hello, Goddess Mandy. Hello, everyone. Welcome. If we're just meeting for the first time, I'm Abiola, author of African Goddess Initiation, Sacred Rituals for Self-Love, Prosperity, and Joy. And the reason we are all gathered together like this, hello, Stephen, we're all gathered together like this to celebrate my newest deck. And I am so very proud of this deck and so excited that it is finally here. It's in your hands and we can have conversations like this. This is the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck, and you have to say it like that. You have to say African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. Goddess Intuition Soul says, oh my God, I need that book. Yes, you do. And the book and the deck are actually designed to work together. So today and tomorrow are all about how to use the deck. So tomorrow I'm going to be sharing how to use the deck with the book and different spreads that you can do and all of that. And today I will be continuing the flip through. We'll be doing part 2 of the deck flip through. Now, if you missed part 1, don't despair. You can sign in at globalgoddessclub.com. Sign in for free. Watch everything, all of the magic we've been making, including part 1 of the deck flip through. Okay. Yes. Hello, Goddess Carla. Hello, Jaja Shakur. Hello, Goddess Quayle. Everybody is in the house. Oh, and let me tell you about a magical event that is happening on Saturday. Then I'm going to give away a deck, and then we're going to get into the magic. Sounds good? Yes. Yay. Goddess Joelle says, yes, OMG. Love the deck. It's my go-to deck. And I think my other decks are jealous. Yes. I am laughing so hard at that because my other decks are jealous too. This is, as I said, it's my 4th deck. So here's my first goddess deck that I did, African Goddess affirmation cards. You can still, get these, of course, they're affirmation cards. I'm going to show you what Goddess Oshun looked like in this deck. Each deck has a coaching message for you from the goddesses. And then my second deck these are fertility cards. The Woman Manifesting Fertility Goddesses, and it's okay if you don't want to manifest a baby. Fertility is about manifestation and creation. These are all fertility goddesses from around the globe. And here is what Goddess Oshun looks like actually in this deck, and it's Global Goddesses. So here's Goddess Atabe, who is a Native American goddess. It's Global Goddesses Fertility deck. And then we have this deck, which I agree. I think my other decks may be slightly jealous. Thank you, beautiful Jaja Shakur, for putting that in the comments. globalgoddessclub.com is where you go for the replays. globalgoddessclub.com. globalgoddessclub.com. Goddess Afua, I've been trying to contact you because we need you to come and sing. Yeah, I'm a goddess. I know that you are I think you're in South Africa right now. Respond to your email because we need your energy. You've got to come back and sing for us. Sing with us. Hello, Goddess Melinda. So Saturday, here's what's going on. Then we'll do a giveaway and then let's get into our flip through. Saturday, I am leading a manifestation circle, and it is a part of Unplugged Meditation in Los Angeles, but it's a virtual circle, so you are able to join. And it is us just getting together, pulling in the power of the goddesses for manifestation. So you can find out about that at tinyurl.com/unplug and manifest. tinyurl.com/unplug and manifest. And their website is unplug.com. If you can't figure, if all of that is too much, go to unplug.com, find events, find me, and let's do it. Okay, so Who are we going to? Let's do a giveaway. Let's do a magical giveaway. Beautiful Brown Queen says, yes, flip through. Can't wait. Goddess June is in the house. Goddess Laura says, can you add the link, please? Yes. So it is, there's globalgoddessclub.com. All right, let me see if I can type and write and talk all at the same time. Okay, Global Goddess Club. Thank you, Hey House. Hey House just put the link in. .com, and the event is at unplug.com. Go to unplug.com and go to events. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to close my eyes, and when I open my eyes, the first name I see giving a comment is who will be the winner of today's deck. And if you are not a winner today, it's okay, because there is tomorrow. Tomorrow is another day. Okay. Goddess Carolyn or Caroline Collins. She says, hi, beautiful beings. I don't know if you're Carolyn or Caroline, but you are the winner of today's African Goddess Rising Oracle card deck, which is available wherever you are able to purchase decks. So congratulations, Goddess Carolyn or Caroline. And the comments went fast. Collins. So Hey House, Carolyn Camp Collins, Collins. Congratulations, Goddess. Okay, so Goddess Michelle says, me. So we're all winners today because we are continuing our part 2 of the walkthrough of the deck. And so where we left off going through the Temple of Shadows. There are 9 inner temples in this deck, and it's designed to work together with the book, or you can work it with the book or without. The book is for if people want to go deeper. Goddess Quayle says, I've been studying the cards with your book. That makes me so happy, because the book will allow you to be able to do rituals related to the specific goddesses that show up for you with your messages and all of that. So that makes me very, very happy to hear that, Goddess Quayle. So yes, so we finished the Temple of Shadows. So that means that we are on the Temple of Lovers. So to recap, the way that the temples work, the inner temples are aligned with the chakras and other 7 energy systems. We know the chakras mostly in the Western world, but there are a lot of different 7 energy systems throughout the world. Like there's the 7 African powers, the Orishas, so there are 7 different primary energy systems. We all have endless chakras and endless energy systems, but there are 7 primary vortexes in our bodies. And the alignment of that is with the root chakra being the temple of ancestors. This is in the methodology of this deck and the book. The root chakra is the temple of ancestors. The sacral chakra, the root chakra is all about safety. Temple of ancestors, all about safety and abundance and being rooted and being grounded. The temple of conjurers, I'm rubbing my belly, but it's lower. It's in your reproductive region. When you say I feel something in my gut, you feel it lower, really. You feel it in your yonified energy for us as a circle. And that is the temple of conjurers. It is your sacral chakra energy. Sorry about that. Yeah, I know Instagram is saying they can't hear me because my dad called. Sorry, Instagram. Hopefully this sound will come back. Come on over to Facebook if you can't hear me. Come to Facebook, come to YouTube. So then from the Temple of Conjurers is then the Temple of Warriors, which is your solar plexus. Put your hand on your belly. Put your hand on your belly. It's your solar plexus. I'm going to stop you guys and restart Instagram. So it's your Temple of Warriors. So type in the comments, I am a warrior. Let's claim that while we go live. I am a warrior. It's your Temple of Warriors. That's your solar plexus chakra, which is the energy that is connected to your source of power. Then we have the Temple of Shadows, which is in the middle. And then we move on now to the Temple of Lovers. So Our first goddess here in the Temple of Lovers is Goddess Oshun. Goddess Oshun. And she is on the box, as you can see. Yes, Goddess Rachel is declaring, I am a warrior. Yes, I am a warrior. And so now we're in the Temple of Lovers. So let's declare, I am a lover. Glad that you're back, Rovera. I am a lover. The love energy, our sensual love energy, does not get discussed in the full range enough in spiritual communities. And so it was really important for the ancestors, for me, for the goddesses that in this deck, that the Temple of Lovers also included, the full range. So here are the love goddesses. And you can tell by the green, see the green circle, that it is a love card in the deck. And so next up we have Ketesh. And this card, the last time I showed this on this live stream, it made somebody very angry because she is naked, and it is sacred lust. Affirm it. Type into the comments, I dare to feel sacred lust. Yes. And you can feel all kinds of lust. You can feel lust for things you're excited about. You can feel sensual lust, of course. This is Goddess Ketesh. And as I said, she made some folks very angry. I got angry messages, so I'm going to show her extra here. And those are her two men. That's why folks got angry. Those are her two men. Goddess Ketesh had two men, and those are her two men. Yes. Goddess Kira says, I dare to feel sacred lust. Goddess Afua says, I dare to feel sacred lust. Goddess Carolyn says, I'm here to feel sacred lust, but I'm giggling. I'm giggling too. And it's safe for us to giggle. It's safe for us to laugh. It's safe for us to feel uncomfortable and have these conversations. It's all good. Yes, we dare to feel sacred lust. Yes, we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and part of that human experience is feeling good in our bodies. Affirm that it is good to feel good. It feels good to feel good. Yes, she is a free woman, Goddess Rivera. Next up in the Temple of Lovers is Goddess Erzuli Dantor. Now, she is not playing. She did not come to play. Her energy is, she is a love goddess whose energy is very much about helping you to sever contact from things that are not right. She has a very strong sense of justice. As you can see, she is carrying her sword, and this is the card of etheric cord. So when you pull this card, when she shows up for you in the deck, it is because there's something that you need to cut your energy from. She is here in loving energy to help you to separate from things that are not working. Okay. And her story has a lot of tragedy and a lot of pain in it, but a lot of joy, because she is also a mother. She is a single mother. And so, yes, she is here to help you to separate from all things that do not work for you, or all things that are not in alignment for you. Next up is Goddess Bokumu. Bokumu. You can say that out loud. I just remember that I wanted to help you with the pronunciation. So you can say Bokumu out loud. And her story is soul forgiveness. She is Eve of her people, and her father lowered her to the earth with her children in a giant basket, and Bokumu. And she was able to forgive her father, because he lowered her to the earth because he couldn't take the noise of her and her children and all of that. And she forgave her father and grew a beautiful garden. She's a earth goddess. And so she represents soul forgiveness. Yes, Goddess Carolyn, the forgiveness is the key for freedom. So when she shows up, it is because she is here to bring you freedom. She is here to bring you freedom with forgiveness. And sometimes she may show up and you feel like, I don't know who I'm needing to forgive. And in that case, I would say look inward, because there's a lot of forgiveness that we need to have for ourselves, Type into the comments, I forgive myself, if you're somebody who needs to forgive themselves. Someone wanted to know what the deck is. Here's the deck. I dare to forgive myself. I dare to forgive myself. And so that is her lesson. Goddess and Bokumu. Yes. So our next love goddess in the deck is a goddess, also an earth goddess, Goddess Allah. And she is here in this deck to represent grief. It's only a part of her journey and a part of her story, but her energy in this deck is to help us to heal around grief. As you can see, I'm trying to hold it so you can see the expression on her face. It's one of peace, one of beauty. Yes, I forgive myself. And I was talking to someone the other day, if you follow me throughout social media, I'm at Abiola TV. And I'll be doing readings for people, as we're celebrating this deck. You can let me know in the comments on Instagram or wherever what cards you pull, and I can do a reading specifically for you. And someone was saying, they weren't aware of what they may be grieving. And when we think of grief, we think of losing someone in the physical, right? Which absolutely brings grief. But we all are grieving right now, what we've experienced together jointly in the past 2 years. There's grief of loss of opportunities. There's grief of loss of friendships. There's grief of the loss of the feeling of whatever safety you might have felt if that was something that you felt in the world. There's grief of things not being the same as they were. If that's something, as human beings, it's second nature to want to feel safe. Of course, you want to feel safe. And so she is here to tell us that, it is safe to grieve. It's safe to grieve. It's safe to grieve. You can affirm that. It's safe to grieve. And no one can set for you the clock of what your grief is. We each have our own clock. Grief will wait for you. You cannot avoid it. You can't hide from it. Grief will wait for you. And so you have to allow yourself to grieve whatever it is. Loss of relationships I left out. It is safe to grieve. It's safe to grieve. Really important. So our next inner temple, so we did the temple of lovers, and so our next inner temple is the voice, the throat chakra energy, which is the temple of griots, griots. A griot through many different African societies and cultures was a storyteller, a person who was a physical library, who was entrusted with carrying the generations of history. And so a griot in this deck, the Temple of Griots, represents us and our voices. Oh, a lot of people are talking about their breakups. I'm sending you so much love, so much love. Yes. So the Temple of Griots is about our voices. And so the first card in the Temple of Griots, and as you can see, the energetic color there, can you see, is blue. So blue is very healing. If you're having issues and challenges with speaking up, that's why blue is known as a corporate color, because it helps people feel safe around telling their story, around being trustworthy, around putting your voice in the world. And so Mami Wata, you can say that out loud. Mami Wata, I love her so much. And fun fact, if you look at Mami Wata's hair on this card, you're looking at my sister, Goddess Damali, her locks, which I sent Destiny a picture. So that is Mami Wata. And so a lot of people say to me when they get this card, they're like, oh, it says naked. What does that mean? And what it means is being emotionally naked, which is really important if you're wanting to claim your voice, speaking your truth, feeling emotionally naked, feeling vulnerable. In other words, being vulnerable. Being vulnerable is terrifying to those who are afraid of being rejected, afraid that people will say, who do you think you are? All of those things. But being vulnerable is a superpower because we get to see your beauty and your truth and who you really are in the world and the special voice and energy that is you. And so that is Mami Wata. Mami Wata. Next up is Goddess Yasigi. Goddess Yasigi. And Goddess Yasigi is a lot of, if you read a lot of research that people do about her, they talk about her being a party goddess, but she's more than that. She's more than that. That's a really surface reading of her. She is about living out loud. Type into the comments, I dare to live out loud. She is about you daring to be yourself unapologetically showing up as you and letting the chips fall where they may. Yes, Jomari is declaring Mami Wata. Yes, Goddess Jen is saying I can use those cards. Yes. So yes, it's about living out loud. When you pull when you pull a card, there's a one card reading that I talk about. We'll talk about spreads tomorrow, called the Ashe reading. When you pull a card and Goddess Yasigi shows up, yes, she is saying, as you can see, her energy is high. She's very high vibe. And she is about you daring to live out loud. Daring to live out loud. Next up, we have Mama Jumbo. And every time I say her name, I hear it like almost like as a song, like, hey, Mama Jumbo. So Mama Jumbo. And her message is about shine. And so what does it mean when it says shine? What that means here is daring to shine as brightly as you are meant to shine. A lot of you, and I know this because you share it with me, that you have fears of success, fear of failure, fear of showing up as you, fear of being who you were born to be. And so when she shows up, when you see Mama Jumbo, she is reminding you, she is also an earth goddess, as you can see. She is reminding you that you have a right to shine brightly. And it doesn't matter if people feel uncomfortable with you shining, if there's a voice, that says, who do you think you are? Or any of that. Mama Jumbo is here to say, shine as brightly as you can. Type into the comments, I dare to shine. I dare to shine. And this is an important conversation because we're in a circle here of light workers and light bringers, light carriers. And a big fear is fear of outshining the tribe, fear of shining brighter than your community, fear of shining brighter than, then people think that you are worthy and deserving of shining. But your shine is naturally who you are. And that looks very different for each and every one of us. Some people, their shine is a whisper. Some people, their shine is a, oh, a loud New York chick. We all have different shine. And you daring to shine as brightly as you can is a big part of your mission, whether that's in your household, with your family, in your community center, at work, wherever it is. We need you. We need the full you. We need your shine. Thank you, Mama Jumbo. Next up is Mam Kumba Bang. It's spelled like Maine, but it's pronounced Mam Kumba Bang. And she is the protector of the St. Louis River. The St. Louis River in Senegal. The St. Louis River in Senegal. Mam Kumba Bang. And she likes white offerings. That's why you see all of the food there is white. She likes dancing, and she likes people to show up and sing for her. Give her your voice, and she will protect you forever, is what people say. And so her lesson is to speak up and speak out. When you pull the cards and you see Mam Kumba Bang show up, she is saying, okay, we need your voice in the world. What do you have to say? Speak up, speak out. Let's affirm that. Type that in the comments. I speak up and I speak out. I speak up and I speak out. Next up is Noonday. Noonday, whose message is truth. And as you can see, she is looking in a river in a water source, and she's seeing her reflection. And this is a self-love card. When you speak the truth of who you are, when you dare to be who you are, that is an act of self-love and an act of self-care. Noonday, truth. Next up, let me see, how much time do we have? Do we have enough time to do another temple, or should I save these for tomorrow? Next up, we have the queen. So I'll go through the queens quickly, and then tomorrow we will get into spreads and do the last temple. Okay? All right, great. All right, so Queen Nandi Zulu. So the queens in this deck represent the third eye chakra, the third eye energy. Yes, divine soul journey. Yes, she's saying the quote similar to the Audre Lorde quote, when you dare to be who you are, it's an act of self-care. Yes. Okay, so Queen Nandi, and I call her Nandi Zulu. She was the mother of Shaka Zulu, and she was humiliated for having a baby out of wedlock in the 18th century, and they tried to disavow her and her baby. But she was given guidance by a seer that her baby would be very powerful and change the world. And so she was very brazen, very outspoken, all of those things that some people think that a woman should not be. Queen Nandi Zulu, she's about trusting your intuition and your guidance. Affirm that. I dare to trust my intuition and my guidance. I dare to trust my intuition and my guidance. Next, we have the Queen of Sheba. And in this deck, she represents secrets revealed. So when she shows up, there is a secret that is about to come out, or something that you need to reveal, or something that you need to tune your guidance into. Secrets revealed. Queen of Sheba. Next up is Queen Mother Nanny, who is a badass, and she represents liberation. She is a Jamaican goddess. She is on their $500 bill. Queen Mother Nanny. And she liberated 800 people, her and her brothers. Queen Mother Nanny, a very powerful woman. When she shows up, this is a liberation card. She is saying, free yourself. Affirm that. Type it in the comments. I dare to free myself. And that's what we all want. We want sovereignty. We want to live freely, free to be ourselves, free to own our voices, free to love, free to, have abundance, free to be who we were born to be. Liberation, a liberation journey is what we all are on in one way or another. And then we have Queen Nefertiti, who represents alchemy, and I'll actually go a little bit more into these tomorrow, the queens, because this is very, very potent and important stuff. Alchemy, we are shapeshifters, and we are here to spin the lead of this world into gold. I dare to spin lead into gold. Affirm that. I dare to spin lead into gold. And for those who English is not your first language, I know I'm going fast. Tomorrow I'll go a little bit slower. And then our last queen is Queen Ya Asantewa. And her name also I sing, Ya Asantewa. Queen Ya Asantewa, who is also a badass. And her message is level up. So when she shows up, it is because you need to raise your standards for what is acceptable in the world for you. And I'm going to clarify that. What she means is you raising your standards with yourself of how you will treat yourself, how you will be treated, the rituals and habits that you will adopt to be the best you that you could be, the compassion that you will have with yourself, daring to surrender, let go of holding control, and allowing yourself to be who you were born to be. Level up. stepping into your power, stepping into the new vibration, raising your energy and your vibration is leveling up. Yes. Yes. Okay. I know I went kind of fast there. I know I went fast, but you can find this and all of the replays, everything at globalgoddessclub.com. Globalgoddessclub.com. I wanted to get through as much of that as possible so that tomorrow we can talk about the spreads to do with the cards. So here is the deck. It is the African Goddess Rising Oracle card deck. And I am so glad that we are here together. Whew! I'm just going to take a breath because we expended a lot of energy. And if you showed up today, I'm going to say thank you for showing up for you. Thank you for showing up for the circle. Thank you for being who you were born to be. And may you be blessed. May you know joy. May you know happiness. And I will see you tomorrow. Sawubona, my friends. And that means we see you. See you tomorrow. Sawubona.